Welcome to our special council meeting of July 13th, 2023. The meeting was called for the following purposes: a proclamation for Amadea Heritage Month and a closed session to deal with two time-sensitive items of business. Under council's meeting rules, no other business can be considered at this special meeting. All members are present at today's meeting except for, I'll have the clerk go over who we have in attendance.
Thank you, Mayor Brown. We have in attendance Councillor Vicente is online, Councillor Fortini is online, and in the room we have Councillors Power, Tour, Keenan, and Paleshi, and yourself.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for everyone's indulgence. I know it's summer schedules right now, but there was two items that were very time sensitive that we needed to add to the agenda, and so grateful for staff's understanding and patience. We have a motion moved by Councillor Tour and seconded by Councillor Power to approve the agenda. All those in favor? Motion carries. We're now at item 3, declarations of interest under the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. Does any member have a declaration of pecuniary interest under the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act? Hearing none, the clerk will so note. Before we go in camera, we have one item of public business, and that's with great pride that for the first time in our city's history, we have an Amadea Muslim Heritage Month proclamation. Our council unanimously, in our last meeting in June, passed a motion to have an annual Amadea Heritage Month. July also happens to be when the local Amadea community put on a beautiful Canada Day celebration at the Mubarak Masjid. It also happens to be when they have their annual Jalsa that I've been attending, I think, since 2007. I know Councillor Paleshi was particularly proud last month to move the motion on an Amadea gate. There's been a lot of Amadea love in the month of July, and we want to make that official by making this proclamation. And I'm going to ask members of the community to join me up front when we present this to you, and I'll read this out loud. In recognition of the contributions of the Amadea Muslim community, the City of Brampton hereby declares and proclaims July as the Amadea Muslim Heritage Month. The Amadea community has a distinguished history of promoting peace, love, and understanding among people of all backgrounds. Their commitment to social justice, humanitarian efforts, and interfaith dialogue has fostered harmony and unity in our diverse society. As they always say, love for all, hatred for none. Amadea Heritage Month serves as an opportunity to deepen our understanding of the Amadea Muslim community's teachings and values, including their emphasis on service to humanity and fostering a society based on compassion, equality, and justice. During this month, let us reaffirm our commitment to combating discrimination, bigotry, and religious intolerance. By embracing diversity and promoting inclusivity, we can create a society that values and respects the contributions of all its members. Together, let's celebrate and honor the Amadea heritage, recognizing their significant role in fostering a more harmonious, compassionate world. I, Mayor Patrick Brown, on behalf of Brampton City Council, do hereby proclaim July 23 as Amadea Heritage Month in the City of Brampton for the first time ever in the City of Brampton. Congratulations to our local Amadea community. And normally we have one member of council, the mayor, speak to the proclamation. I'm going to ask the ward councillor, where we have the Mubarak Masjid, Councillor Paleshi, to speak to it. I believe that Councillor Paleshi, you've been there since the beginning of the mosque being built, and I know this is of great importance to you as well. And just to say, you know, seeing the work of Humanity First, working with our local Amadea community, whether it's supporting the hospital, other various events, you've just been a linchpin here in Brampton, and we're so grateful to have this vibrant Amadea community. And I hope, you know, there might be an opportunity procedurally to let other municipalities know. We can send a note to other municipalities of what's been adopted here, and that we can see other cities join, and this can be a trend across Canada, having an Amadea Heritage Month to celebrate your incredible contributions to Canada. And over to Councillor Paleshi.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. And, you know, I have to say that when the Amadea community first came into the area, it always takes a little bit of time for a community to come into the area and really, you know, feel at home and become part of, you know, our good corporate citizens or good community members. And I can tell you, they came in, and right from the beginning, what they what they did for the community, the giving was just unbelievable. And it didn't stop there. It continued to grow and grow and grow. And then we were hit by COVID. And I can tell you that, there was a lot of people that stepped up through COVID. We know a lot of them very, very well. But the Amadea community stepped up more than what anybody needs to. They saw a need in the community, and they gave and gave and gave. And it is truly an honor to be the representative of the Brampton Mubarak. It is one of the most beautiful buildings I've ever seen. I am proud to have it in the ward that I represent alongside Councillor Brar, and I'm proud to be a part of the community because they are people that are extremely special to me and special to Brampton. So thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, if members of council and the Amadea community could join me at the front, and we're going to take an official photo, and I'll present this to Ashfaq and let me know who we should present it to.
Mayor Brown, we're not hearing you.
We're just having a photo at the moment. We'll be back with you shortly.
To members of council online, we were just paused to take a photo with Amadea community, and we'll be starting momentarily again. And as common practice, we're going to let the Amadea representative respond to the proclamation. Looking to the clerk, are we allowed to do a motion at this time to pass on to other municipalities the proclamation we made? You do? Okay. Councillor Pleshy will move that motion, seconded by Councillor Tour, to share with all other AMO and FCM members about this proclamation, encouraging them to follow Brampton's precedent. If we could have a representative of the local Jamet to come in and speak.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. May peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all. This is a wonderful opportunity and a moment for all of us to receive this proclamation from the City Council and from Mr. Mayor. Not only we are very humble, we feel accepted, and we also feel inclusive. And this is just one of the indication that what we serve in the community. And we are on your disposal at the city for any good deed that you may require for any community. And this is what we do without any differences. Our motto, love for all, hatred for none, speaks more than actions. And it's very humbling experience at this moment to receive the proclamation from the city. And on behalf of all the Ahmadiyya Muslim community from Brampton, I truly appreciate this kind gesture, and we very much appreciate. And we hope to see you tomorrow, inshallah. Our annual convention is starting. Most of you are aware, and we hope to see you there. And we also hope that you will, Mr. Mayor, in your remarks, will announce that at our annual convention as well. So once again, thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, and I'll certainly be there with members of council, and we will mention this, and hopefully this sets a precedent. I was mentioning to Asif Khan, who was here earlier, who lives in Vaughan, that Brampton's taken over as the city that shows the most love to our Ahmadiyya community. Move over, Vaughan. Brampton's going to be in the lead. Thank you so much, and once again, happy to proclaim July is Ahmadiyya Heritage Month for the first time. This takes us to our next item, which is there's no business matters. Public question period. Are there any questions about today's council meeting? Move into closed session now. We have a motion moved by Councillor Keenan, seconded by Councillor Power, to move into closed session to deal with the following items. 7.1 open meeting exception 2392C F and K. 7.2 open meeting exception 2392K of the Municipal Act. A position plan or criteria or instruction be applied to any negotiations. All those in favor? Motion carries. The meeting will be recessed, and we will return and report out in public session any action taken from the closed session. Reporting out any actions or passing any, and also to pass a confirming bylaw. Charlotte, how long will you require? 10 minutes. So we'll meet in closed session in 10 minutes. And my son has asked if he can break the meeting. So Theo, for the first time, you got to hit that? Okay, we'll be back. Really just getting a few things ready. And I would just note while we're getting this ready that in the continuing interest of transparency and open government, I will report out in public session any outcomes from today's closed session business. That is our standard practice. Okay. Charlotte, if you could put up on the screen the direction which was given. Moved by Councillor Keenan, seconded by Councillor Medeiros. The report from Cheryl Waters, Senior Real Estate Coordinator, Realty Services, dated July 11th, 2023, at the special council meeting. Update to the long-term care ground lease for a portion of 8870 McLaughlin Road, West Brampton, Ward 4, be received. Do members of council want to that the CEO be delegated authority to execute on behalf of the city any agreements and documents with respect to the city's offer to lease and other agreements relating to the Golden Age Village for Elderly GAVE, otherwise known as, for a portion of 8870 McLaughlin Road for the purposes of the development and operation of the long-term care facility in accordance with council's direction, otherwise on terms and conditions as may be satisfactory to the chief administrative officer and senior manager, Realty Services, and in a form acceptable to the city solicitor designate, including all leases, licenses, and such further agreements, instruments, and documents as the CEO determines necessary or prudent in connection with the development and operation of GAVE's long-term care facility and administration. The council approved the granting of a license rights for GAVE's use of city lands proximate to the leased lands for access and encroachments and other purposes for nominal consideration as a grant pursuant to Section 107 of the Municipal Act 2001. All those in favor of the motion? Motion carries. Our next item, 7.2, do we require a motion? Yep, moved by Councillor Keenan, second by Councillor Tour, that any related licensing policy be waived for one-time use only of tier seating for the duration of the 2023 GT20 event. The dates July 20th, 23rd, 25th, 26th, 28th to 30th, and August 1st to 2nd, and August 4th to 7th. All those in favor? Motion carries. Okay. This takes us to our confirming bylaw. I have a motion moved by Councillor Power and seconded by Councillor Pleshy to approve the confirming bylaw to the proceedings and decisions from this meeting. All those in favor? Motion carries. Our last item of business is item 9, adjournment. Council is next scheduled to meet Monday, July 31st, following the evening Planning and Development Committee meeting. Tentatively, we also may meet on August 9th if required, followed by September 9th for our next regular meeting. I have a motion moved by Councillor Keenan, seconded by Councillor Power to adjourn today's meeting. All those in favor? Motion carries. Yeah. And that's good news.